Hello.
And welcome back
To
Sick.
see you next Tuesday.
What day is it today, Ben?
Wednesday.
No, that means something's gone horribly wrong.
We should have for April Fool's Day.
Done it on Wednesday?
Yeah.
You're so
Yes.
right. Next
We
year.
should've.
Next year.
I think that's what we have to
That's
do
a good
next
one.
year.
Yeah, you're crazy. And
It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. But since we are feeling a little crazy, a little zany, a little offbeat, a little quirky, what else matches up with that description, Ben?
The movie that we watched.
Yes. yes. Yeah.
What movie was that?
Do we dive right in? Do we need any hot topics? Was I going to quickly?
There is a hot topic.
Okay,
that-
you tell me.
No, I thought of it, or I didn't think of, obviously I didn't think of it, but like I was aware of it, and then I said to myself, oh my gosh, this needs to be brought up.
Oh,
and then
bring it up, baby girl.
I completely forgot what it was. Oh, the only thing this isn't what I was thinking of, but Emma Mackey, star of Sex Education.
Yes?
I believe she's been cast as the White Witch in Greta Gerwig's Narnia.
Yeah, okay. Star of Barbie.
Yeah, that's my news for today.
That's cool. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah, that's
And
good.
you know, McKenna Grace is going to be in the new Hunger Games.
Yeah, she is. Apart from that, I don't remember anything else that's happened. We last recorded on what?
I know. It was
Monday?
It was like 5 days ago.
Yeah.
So
not
not
much
much.
happened in the movie world.
Yeah, our current events are a little dry.
Sorry, guys. Send us some hot topics you want us to cover next week.
But the movie we watched is wet.
Yes, it is. It's soaking. It's by the water, if you will.
It is truly by the water, and that's why it is soaking. Annabelle, I think you should tell us, like, now's the time. Tell us what movie are we talking about?
This movie, Ben and I rewatched 2021's classic,
Yes,
Barb and Star Go to Vista Del Mar.
that's the one.
That's the one. And what a film that is.
I think a lot of people have seen this.
I think a lot of people have seen this, or like have at least seen. I feel like there are like memes from it and
Yes.
stuff like that that got widespread attention. So you've definitely like been in contact with it somewhat. Mm-hmm. Or like it's based on SNL characters. You'd probably know the SNL characters, perhaps.
I truly have not. I didn't know that it was based on SNL characters.
I think so.
I at least have not seen it on like the SNL skit or anything.
I swear I thought Barb and Star were like SNL characters that got their own movie.
I mean, I know that so just to get this ball rolling, Barb and Star Go to Vista Del Mar stars and is written by Kristen Wiig
And her friend.
Annie Mumolo.
Annie Mumolo?
Mumolo?
Sure, yeah. I actually don't really know her. I know Kristen Wiig.
Yeah.
Boy, do I
of
know
course,
Kristen,
of course.
Miss Wiig.
How could you miss? So, Annie Mumolo?
Let us
she
know, Annie.
also helped co-write Bridesmaids.
Oh. Okay, so
So-
she's been a star from behind the scenes as well, and now she's creeping forward.
They co-wrote that together as well. She makes a little cameo in Bridesmaids as well.
Who is she? Does she work at the store?
I actually don't remember. Like, remember when we were watching and I said, I really want to rewatch Bridesmaids?
That's next up, I feel.
And I'm going to clock where she's at because I don't remember her. in
Okay,
it.
love. I want to
And
say
then-
that she works at the store and Kristen Wiig swears at her.
My
But that
most
could be a
recent
lie.
memory of her is Joyride.
Who is she in Joyride?
She's the mother of Ashley Park, isn't she?
Really?
Or no. Who is she's in Joyride though? She's not the mother.
She can't. No, she's not the mother. The mother's like kind of famous, right?
She can be. No, she is the mother. Yeah.
Is she?
She is Ashley Park's mother. In Joyride.
Really? I remembered the mom famous.
I mean,
Annie Mumolo, star of Barb and Star, go to Vista Del Mar. I take it back.
Also, star of The Idea of You.
Who does she play?
Tracy?
Oh, is she the friend?
I have no idea.
Is she Anne's friend who's like, get it?
It's very possible.
I see that.
She is in it. But no, her and Kristen Wiig apparently go back all the way to Groundlings. And they would write sketches of middle-aged women together since way back when.
And then they became them.
And I personally, I was doing a little Googling during this, and I have not found that they are SNL.
I swear I read a review of the movie that was like panning it and said like another one of those SNL character to lead movie. I don't know. I could have made it up. This is going back to 2022 that I remember this review.
Was Annie Mumolo on SNL?
You know what? Maybe she wasn't.
She was not.
Well,
she was in Curious George.
And that must be what I'm thinking of.
But she was not.
And that's got to be exactly it, I think.
I'm sure you're thinking of Curious George.
It's got to be that, because that's essentially what I was saying.
Yes, for sure, for sure. But no, they did write this together as they wrote Bridesmaids.
Mind, original girlies.
And also, they're both hysterical. They're both so funny.
They're both iconic. I love both Barb and Star. And I love both women. Wait, I just realized in Bridesmaids, Kristen Wiig's character is called Annie.
It is. Yeah. Maybe it's based off her life.
Whoa, could be.
Because I cannot imagine writing a script and making the lead character named Ben.
No, that's correct. And I play him.
That's basically what we have on our hands.
That's actually exactly analogous.
Would you do that?
Name a lead Annabel?
No, like play Ben.
Oh, 100%.
That we wrote together.
Ben, yes. Literally tap me in. Are you kidding? Would you play Annabel?
No.
Because you couldn't do it justice. Because you'd be embarrassed. To fall short so publicly.
Because I just don't want to be an evil doll. Sorry.
That's the first time I got that one. Hey. Hey.
I just don't have a wish.
Aw. That's kind of sad.
No, I have a wish, and it's for you to tell.
No.
What happened.
No. Absolutely not. Nope.
I have one wish, and Annabelle has to grant it.
Sorry, she's not available.
Okay, honestly, I feel like I haven't done it.
That's actually so true. It's been very uneven.
Is that true?
Yeah.
When's the last time?
Last time. What was the last podcast?
I did it. When's the last time that I did it, is what I'm saying.
Oh, well, I literally couldn't tell you what we've talked about on this podcast.
That's true. I know we did Barbie and Hop, and you did both of those.
Yes. And what was our last one was Hop. Yeah. And they're all past 2 episodes. So I'm done. I'm tired.
Psycho. Did you do Psycho?
No, you did. But when you did Psycho, I remember feeling like that was the first time you'd done it in a while.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, let's go back to last year when
you did them all.
You probably did like 2.
No, thank God. I shouldn't have to. I'm on sick leave. You go.
Okay, I'll do this one. Cool. I'm happy to.
Thank you.
So, the scene opens with Barb and Star. They are best friends. They are middle-aged. And
they are women.
They are women played by Annie Mumolo and Kristen Wiig, the writers of the movie. These 2 women sort of have like a very routine life. They love their job working at a furniture store. They like have their friends that they have a club with, but they don't get out much. They decide to go on a trip to the very real Vista Del Mar, Florida.
Hands up if you've been.
We got 2 right here.
Yeah, we do.
So they end up at the Vista Del Mar Hotel, which isn't actually their hotel. They booked the motel. They go to the motel. It's not as good. They go back to the hotel. And they meet none other than Jamie Dornan. AKA,
Island King.
That's him.
That's him.
He is named Edgar.
Yeah, he is. And boy,
Yes.
does he have a prayer.
He certainly will. And he is sort of working for this villain with a very interesting motive of
And condition.
ruining Vista Del Mar. She has very pale skin and was bullied.
And looks like Kristen Wiig.
Looks a little bit like Kristen Wiig. Should have been played by Tilda Swinton.
100%. Yeah, actually, speaking of the White Queen, she should have been here.
Yes.
Tap her
truly.
in. Yeah.
And she plans on getting mosquitoes to attack Vista Del Mar, essentially. And Edgar is sort of like her henchman, her assistant. I don't know.
Lover?
He wants that.
And he's been getting that.
But she does not reciprocate the feelings
Exactly.
that Edgar wants. So at the hotel bar, they end up meeting Edgar, who sort of...
I feel like they become close very, very quickly.
Yes.
They drink, they have fun, they have a wild little night out on the town in Del Mar.
And he sort of they start to develop a relationship almost separately from each other, Barb and Star with Edgar, which sort of leads to a
wedge
between the two girlies.
The first wedge I'd say maybe they've ever had.
However, you're so right. No, you're so right. And now he ends up being a little closer to Star
than he
Kristen
does to
Wiig.
Barb.
And
Annie Mumolo.
He's got a type.
Absolutely he
Kristen
does.
Wiig.
He likes one physical type of woman, and it's Kristen Wiig. Pale or
Yes.
slightly less pale.
And they sort of all work together to now stop this villain, Sharon.
Sharon.
That's her name?
Wow. Okay,
Yes.
good to know. Good to know.
Yep. Sharon. And that's basically the plot of
No,
Barb
that's
and
a
Star
great
Go to Vista
rundown.
Del
I'd
Mar.
say we're about 45 minutes in right now. That's pretty
Yes, and-
that's pretty bomb.
And we've got so much more to happen.
Does Vista Del Mar get taken down by pale woman Sharon? Or can our Irish king save the day? Watch to find out.
Of course, it's the man saving the day.
No, and thank God.
Not Barb
What?
and
The two
Star.
women are going to give it a go? What are you talking about?
The two middle-aged,
Yeah.
bobbed women.
Cloud-haired women. They're lucky. They've got their names in the title.
Leslie Bob over there.
Leslie Bob over there.
We got two Leslie Bobs
Couple
over
of
here.
Leslie Bobs over there.
So, also, we did kind of say this a little bit, but cast goes crazy. Like, let's be real.
Cast goes insane. You've got Kristen Wiig. You've got Kristen Wiig. You've got Annie Mumolo. Yeah, America's Sweetheart. You've got Jamie Dornan. That's it.
Damon Wayans Jr.
Damon Wayans Jr. coaches here. That's it.
Vanessa Bayer.
Of course you do. Just try and keep her out.
Wendy McClendon Covey.
Who?
Wendy McClendon Covey.
Of course Wendy McClendon Covey.
She's from the Goldbergs.
What? Okay.
Queen. She's like comedy icon.
Is she
legend.
in the beginning? When
She is in the beginning. She's
yeah.
the one who tells them about Vista Del Mar.
Yes. Yes. You got Fortune Feimeister?
Yes, we do. We've got Phyllis from The Office.
That was my next one, yeah.
Yeah. We've got Reba McEntire.
We've got Reba McEntire. We have got Reba McEntire.
They've hit Reba McEntire. Anyways.
And that feels like it, right?
I think that's it.
Because that's actually as crazy as they need to go. Like,
the guy from Felicity.
Wait, which one? Oh, yes.
Their boss.
Their boss. Who I was like, God, he looks familiar. I know I've seen him in something. All I've been talking about is Felicity. What do you mean?
He was from Felicity.
And it made me realize that his character in Felicity was actually kind of offensive.
Oh, yes.
100%. Like a big stereotype. And I just assumed it was okay. I've subsequently learned he's American, and no, it's not. Yeah.
Isn't that just a crazy revelation that you get to have?
100%. And I got to have it within like 2 weeks of finishing it. So that's really exciting for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's really important.
Javier. Liar.
All right. His name's Ian Gomez in real life, so.
Love. Like Selena.
Selena's uncle.
Absolutely.
Yes, on her dad's side, obviously.
Obviously.
So tell me a little bit, Annabelle. I would love to know like your history with this movie.
Absolutely.
It's not that old. It's
2021,
relatively recent.
Yeah, so my history with this movie, I was browsing Hulu. I think I'd like just got it. And I was actually in this very apartment building, but in a different apartment in 2022. I remember it was a Saturday night. I'd accidentally stolen from Whole Foods and I was making a dinner. And I said, well, I've got to put a movie on. It's Saturday night. And I just came across the title. I said, wait, Kristen Wiig, iconic. I've got to delve. I read reviews before I started watching the movie, which I never normally do. I clicked on one review and it said, this movie's awful. And I said, okay. Whatever. So I think...
And you carried that with you for the rest of your life.
Absolutely I did, because mentally I said this movie is universally hated. One single review. Didn't even look at Rotten Tomatoes. I said this single man, the consensus of the world. But I said whatever. My expectations were in the dirt. I said, who cares? It's Saturday. I put it on. Boy, was I blown away.
Was it actually Saturday?
It was a Saturday night.
Lovely. Okay.
Yeah. I'd just gone to see that, Daniel Radcliffe and
Harry
Sandra
Potter.
Bullock movie where she's the writer.
Oh my gosh.
And then she gets stolen and put into it. And it's like Channing Tatum in it or something.
It's,
The Lost something.
Okay, you're talking about the cast that you just told me is a crazy cast because that's...
Channing Tatum I probably made up, but it's definitely Sandra Bullock and Daniel Radcliffe.
Oh my gosh, Daniel Radcliffe is in it.
Yeah.
I completely blanked on that.
He's like a villain.
For some reason... Okay, did you say Channing Tatum?
Yes.
Because the way that in my head I didn't hear that.
Oh.
And then I did hear... So that's The Lost City.
I knew it was Lost. Yeah.
I mean, I thought that came out a decent amount of time after...
When did that come
Barb
out?
And Star.
2022?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I watched Barb and Star.
Oh, so you watched it like a year
I
later.
watched it on a Saturday in 2022. I'd seen Charlotte during the day, and then I went to go see this movie at AMC 19th Street, and then I went to Whole Foods and I accidentally robbed it because I put things in my bag and I forgot about them. Then I went home, made dinner, turned on Barb and Star, and that was my day. And I bought the Freud slippers that day. Like, it was a great day.
Oh, wow. What a monumental day.
Huge day for me. I actually remember it, like, blow by blow. In extreme detail.
No, truly, that's what's maybe terrifying about you.
It is.
Because what?
No, it really is. But I remember loving it. And I was, like, so pleasantly surprised. And I was like, this is incredible. I immediately said, like, I one day need to show my parents because, like, this is right up their alley. And then I hadn't actually... That? No, because it's not available in Australia. I know.
Even Alistair hasn't even seen it.
No.
That's crazy.
I know. Like, they really ride so hard for Hulu, Barb and Star, that they're not releasing internationally easily.
I also feel like your parents would love this movie.
I feel like they would so love this movie. Like, there's a big crossover with them and me. I feel like there's just, like, some movies that are, like, this silly kind of humor that the three of us just really eat up. And this is one of them.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So, like, loved the movie, wanted to spread the word. And at that point, even though it had been out for a year, I feel like not a ton of people had seen it that I knew personally. I feel like it's picked up momentum.
this isn't like a movie that I'm talking to like my friends about. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I remember calling my mom and telling her all about it, but I didn't like spread the word to the peers.
I also need to tell you something.
Yeah.
I believe Barb and Star Go to Vista Del Mar is on Stan.
Well, Alice just deleted that, so...
Get it back.
Literally get it back. Now they've got HBO Max, but now we don't... Actually, I could free trial it. Okay, Christmas, you guys, just you wait, okay?
You can also rent it for $1.99.
Wait, that's good.
Yeah.
I made Donna rent your monster for like $14.99.
Yeah, you could do $1.99.
Well, this is good to know. Okay. Never mind. AUD or USD?
AUD.
Hell yeah. So what?
So
10 American
hell.
cents. Okay, you guys, just you wait because you're gonna love it.
Christmas is gonna go crazy.
Absolutely it is. But then this time around was only my second watch.
Same.
Love. Though Edgar's Prayer, the song that features in it, I do. You bet your ass I've got it saved.
Oh, absolutely.
Word for word, absolutely obsessed. No.
I think it was in my top songs of the year.
No, same.
In 2021.
Oh wait, no,
So-
mine was like last year. Because I've only had Spotify for like a year and a bit. So
That will do it.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's your relationship with Barb and Star Go to Vista Del Mar?
I definitely saw this movie the day it came out on
day?
Hulu because it was straight to Hulu because
Yeah, it was.
COVID. They
Remember that one?
took her right out of theaters and they said she's going to Hulu.
Yeah.
And she's been there ever since. They did, I believe, release her at certain Alamo draft houses,
Wait, that's fun.
but that's like I think the only theatrical run it had.
That's very fun.
Yeah, I know. That would have been
I feel like that's a
lovely
good theater to
go.
see it.
Let me go get served while I'm watching Barb and Star Go to Vista Del Mar.
I love a little Alamo Draft House surf moment, but I don't like that they don't let you take water bottles in.
And I also don't like the prices.
No, and by being served, like, not enough.
No.
For that
But
price,
it's a fun experience.
it's a fun experience. I don't like how militant they are about me bringing food in, because I love to just rock up with, like, a dinner.
Is the Michael Fassbender movie we saw, was that at an Alamo Draft House?
Absolutely it was. Yeah, because we were considering ordering. I remember us, like, sitting back, and it was your birthday. We were sitting back, browsing the menu, and then said, and we're good. And we're good.
We should have splurged.
It was literally your birthday, and we said, no thanks. No.
We got stuff at home.
We got it. And I'd like to say, because we tend to do this, I'm pretty sure we hadn't eaten all day either.
Probably.
We were there starving, and we said...
I feel like we're getting better at that.
We actually...
Or not doing that.
We've been very good recently. We've been eating twice a day.
Yeah. So, we'll have like a tiny little breakfast.
100. We'll get a little drinky, and then like a coffee, and then we'll have a little lunchy, and then we'll have a little dinner.
And maybe have like a little
snack.
Pastry or something.
With the breakfast?
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
So
or like
we're
an egg bite.
Yeah, we're doing really good recently.
We're actually really killing, because the days in New York when you would come and we wouldn't eat for like the entire day, and then it would be midnight, and we'd say we've done 30,000 steps and not eaten a thing. Crazy.
We'd walk out of a show and we'd literally be like, I feel awful.
I feel literally the worst baby I've ever felt.
But no, we're doing really good, yeah.
Yeah, we're killing.
But so I watched this movie the second it came out. Well, not the second, but I did watch it the day it came out on Hulu, because I remember seeing the promo for it, and I was like, this is gonna be a masterpiece.
And you're right.
You know what? It was.
No, genuinely it is. Was this with Emily Chudowski?
I would have been there. I don't think we watched it together though.
That's crazy.
I think the day that she watched it was like the first day that she watched it.
Like recently?
Whenever
she letterboxed it?
Had letterboxed it, yeah.
Whoa.
I think that was the first time. In my mind,
I said, you watched that together.
We didn't watch everything together.
That's, I don't know why, I just made a narrative in my mind. I associate that movie with both of you watching it together.
Okay, she watched it 2022, so.
Oh, twins.
Yeah, maybe, did you guys watch it together?
Yeah.
December 20th?
No, I was
What were you doing on December 20th, 2022?
I was in Australia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
No.
No, the way you tricked me.
I saw your eyes like calculating, and I was like, no.
One, never have you ever been in Australia on December 20th. You little liar.
That's actually so true.
Yes.
But no, this movie, I loved it the second it came out. I thought it was it's like the perfect amount of stupid humor, but it's like, it's not even stupid. It's like silly.
It's silly. Yeah, no, it's not stupid, because stupid humor I think of like an Adam Sandler.
Bench warmers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that is stupid humor, but like silly.
This is
silly
like whimsical
fun.
and
Whimsical.
Silly. Yeah.
And also very creative. The plot. A musical. What?
When are we getting Barb and Star as like high school shows?
Wait, you genuinely? Yes.
Like literally.
Because I feel like SpongeBob the Musical doesn't have a dissimilar plot.
Wait, yeah, like saving the world.
Yeah. And like honestly not a dissimilar vibe. And not a dissimilar set. A lot of water.
It's truly
a lot of color.
To be.
So, and that, if I would argue SpongeBob only does well for high school productions. So like, let's get Barb and Star in these schools regionally.
And then maybe we'll talk about Broadway.
Absolutely. After the regional run, that's how we convince the powerhouses at Broadway to go out on a limb and get these two gals in the Great White Way.
Yes.
I love.
I think that it would great. There's such great music in it.
It's genuinely great.
The whole soundtrack is
so
truly
good. Edgar's Pratt masterpiece.
That is definitely the standout of the movie. My mother loves Edgar's Prayer.
So does my mother, and your mother only watched it recently, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so our mothers loved this song before they'd even seen the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it truly is such a great song. But the other songs in it as well, there are a few still just as great.
Incredible. Who wrote them? Pasek and Paul?
What if like Kristen Wiig wrote it?
If she wrote it, what can't that woman do?
I mean, does she?
I could see her doing lyrics.
I was gonna say, do we have a history of her like writing
songs,
lyrics or music?
Lyrics for sure I could see. If you write, you could chuck a lyric.
For sure.
Music, different skill, but I could see her having it.
I could also see her doing that. I don't know personally of like any
Kristen Wiig originals
actually written. Yeah.
Drop an album, babe.
I'm trying to find who wrote the absolute masterpiece that is Edgar's Prayer, and I'm struggling.
No, because what if it is Pasek and Paul?
I personally feel like it's not. I'm gonna go, you know what? You know who doesn't ever steer me wrong is
Google
Spotify.
AI? Spotify.
Not Google AI is not what I was going to say. They actually often steer me wrong.
You'll find, yeah.
They steer me quite wrong. Andrew Feltenstein.
Andrew Barth Feldman and Albert Einstein wrote the score of Barb and Star Go to Vista Del Mar.
No, it was their baby.
Oh, I think their little baby. And what a straight out the womb success.
He has done the music for quite a few movies, I'd say.
Love. Any I'd know?
Actually, quite a few.
Any I've heard of?
I'd say a lot, actually.
Name them.
Jury Duty.
What?
I'm serious.
Okay.
The House.
What?
With Will Ferrell and Amy Poehler.
Yes. That got bad reviews, but I enjoyed that film.
The Bronze.
Don't know it.
With Sebastian Stan.
Love.
Anchorman 2.
Know it. Oh, he loves Will Ferrell.
Bachelorette.
Ew, yeah. Rebel Wilson? and
yes,
Friends. Yeah. Isla.
I love Bachelorette.
Mm-hmm.
You need help.
I remember the first time I watched Bachelorette, I said, this is the most offensive movie I've ever seen. Like, I remember actually being, like, really offended, and I felt really bad for Rebel Wilson, but also I thought her performance was horrendous. But then I rewatched it, and I said, maybe I've got
Are you talking about the way they treat Rebel Wilson?
Yeah.
It's horrible.
And, like, the stuff they say about her is awful.
Like, I'm wondering if she was aware of
knew.
it prior, or, like, and was okay with it, or if, like, they just sprung it on her.
I've got to assume that, yeah, because, like, she would have read the script.
Right, yeah.
It's not like a Marvel thing where they, like, block out half the script and you only see the scenes you're in because it's top secret. Like, it's Bachelorette. Like, the play also existed beforehand.
Did you think she... Okay, first of all, does the play talk about her the way that the movie talks about her?
Yeah.
Okay, then she would have probably known because she would have probably done her research either way.
Yeah, we did like a scene from the play in school, and I was like, oh, and everyone at the new school was like, why are we doing this? Bad place to do it.
I was gonna say, honestly, the last place.
Terrible
I think you should
place.
Be doing that. That's actually crazy.
Yeah, like it was like two people getting in the wedding dress, and then that's the scene we did.
Did somebody get fired from the new school after that?
Honestly, Mark Armstrong, watch out, because everyone was really mad.
Does he still work there?
I think he does.
Okay.
So count your blessings. But no, crazy. But no, I remember feeling bad for her, and also her American accent, and no one should let her do that.
I honestly won't lie to you, didn't realize she's American.
Yeah, it's bad. If I watched this before she was famous, then I don't know if I would have thought, I don't know what I would have thought. But like knowing her, I was like, this is such a random role for her. Also because it's a completely like earnest, serious role. Mm-hmm. And I don't believe her. Like, she's not good.
So I want to say I watched it before it was she was famous.
I want to say you did too, because I think you watched it like a while ago, right?
I watched it basically... Well, I saw Bachelorette, like, I got it the day it came out. Like, I watched it whenever it came out. Yes.
Okay, then yeah, it would have been before she was famous.
And it came out right before Pitch Perfect came out.
It was the same year as Bridesmaids, right?
It was... No, Bachelor was the same year... Okay, wait, no. Wait, when was Bridesmaids?
2011?
Okay, I saw Bridesmaids before I saw Bachelorette. Because Bachelorette came out after Bridesmaids.
Okay. Yeah, I think they were in the same year.
I think I saw... No. Bachelorette came out 2012.
Oh.
Bachelorette came out right before Pitch Perfect came out.
Gotcha.
But
it's not like she was the biggest takeaway from
I was going to say,
anyway.
I feel like when I saw Bridesmaids, I think I did put two and two together because in my head I was like, Bachelorette and Bridesmaids are like similar terms.
Yes.
And she's in both of them.
I remember thinking that when I watched it.
Yeah. And I think when I watched Bachelorette, I sort of expected something similar to Bridesmaids.
Same. I was shocked by the tone. I was like, oh, everyone in this is really mean. And Rebel Wilson's trying to be serious.
In my head, I'm like, it has a much darker tone than
it is. Like
comedies normally do.
Yeah. That's why I just like really did not like it when I think I watched it during COVID.
Okay.
And Donna and I were like, this is not at all what we were expecting. Also because cast goes crazy.
It does.
So I was expecting something like fun, I don't know. And it is fun in a way, just it's not what you're expecting it to be. And then I revisited it in like 2023, 2024, and I knew what I was getting into, and I just read the play, and I said, wait, no, it's good.
I have it on DVD. That was like, when it came out, it was peak of my Isla Fisher phase, so I was like on top of some of these movies, and that being one of them.
When all the Sacha Baron Cohen stuff came out, I remember thinking about Bachelorette.
Yeah,
and I said, what's a good pal Isla gonna say?
Do you think Isla reached out to her?
Maybe, because then like a day later, Isla said, and we've been divorced. So like maybe.
I feel like
Australian to Australian?
True, I forgot that they both Australian. Oh my god.
I know, yeah, because Isla actually can do an American accent.
Yeah, because one of them can act.
Oh, no, and you're right.
No, I like Rebel Wilson.
No, I like Rebel Wilson too. And actually, like, I think I went off her for a bit. I don't know. But then, like, she got me back. I listened to her on Dax Shepard's podcast.
Yeah.
Allegedly, her book's really good.
Lovely.
She seems lovely. And I think she's doing a good job of, like, capitalizing on herself. Like, she is funny, naturally.
I do think so, yes. She makes me laugh.
She makes me laugh. She can't act.
No.
And I don't love when she thinks that she can.
That's why I'm like, stick to what you can do. Like, do what you can.
I think she just needs to know her niche a little more. Because, like, occasionally, she did something, I think she did Shakespeare in Sydney.
Oh.
And that's crazy.
What Shakespeare? Do you know?
I can't remember. I want to say, like, I cannot remember, but I definitely know it was, like, Sydney Theatre Company, I think. And it was, like, a serious thing. And I was like, God.
Well, she's in a upcoming movie that comes out on May 9th.
What is that?
It's called Juliet and Romeo.
Oh, I did know that. That's a comedy. That's a parody. We're fine.
No, yes, I know.
Yeah.
But she, I think the issue, though, with her, like, knowing her niche is I think she knows it. I think she knows exactly what her niche is, and I think she knows what she's good at. But I think she wants to be a serious actor.
She does. And she always is like, and people think I can only do comedy, but I did all of this stuff before. And I'm like, in high school?
And who told you were...
Yeah, like, we can't say that. Yeah, no, no.
But I love her. I think she's funny.
Yeah.
And I truly enjoy her screen presence most of the time. Like, I genuinely am like...
And she's a very good, like, improver for film.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that she just, like, made up most of Pitch Perfect, incredible.
No, that was her, like, magnum opus. Like, 100%. She's so good in Pitch Perfect.
And, like, they gave her a little bit to do in the first one, and then they said the next two movies, like, you take over, babe. And that was a great decision. And they just, like, let her do whatever she wanted. I feel like that's where she thrives.
I loved her in Pitch Perfect. I think she's so good.
Yeah.
I just dropped something and I don't know what it is. And it just made so much noise. And I don't see anything.
That's okay.
That scares me.
That's us dropping this podcast on Tuesday.
You're so right.
Yeah.
That's the promo.
Yeah, it is. You got your clip.
Speaking of Australia, though.
Yeah.
And speaking of Barb and Star go to Vista Del Mar.
And that's exactly what we're here to talk about today.
At the end of the movie, when they name somebody Shrimp Queen.
Yes.
Do you remember what her name is by chance?
No.
So her name is Sydney Hobart.
That's funny, I guess. Like, because of the places?
Yes, the state capitals in Australia.
Tasmania and New South Wales?
Yeah, so the question, was this filmed in Australia?
Oh, wait, no, we looked it up. It was filmed in Mexico, right?
You're right.
Yeah, because we
Mexico
were going to go.
And somewhere else, though.
I thought it was Cancun and two places in Mexico.
I swear it was another place that was not Mexico, but
I feel like if it was Australia, I really would have taken that and not let it go.
That. You'd been like, that looks like a blah blah.
Okay, but to be fair, when I do that, I'm often right.
I don't know about that.
Okay, when we were watching
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
That was the other place. No, okay, I'll give you Aquamarine because you were right.
I was right, because it was the milkshake cups that tipped me off.
Yeah. So I'll give you that one.
And then all of the just random cameos from Australian celebrities putting on American accents. I said, wait a minute.
But I'm also always thinking of, like, in real life, in public.
In real life, in public.
This looks like.
I will say that I do say that, and I believe it. Baltimore
and then
does give Sydney.
When I go to Sydney, doesn't this look like Baltimore?
Darling Harbour looks like Baltimore Harbour, and I stand by it.
Darling Harbour is so much nicer than Inner Harbour.
I like it.
I just don't like getting almost murdered every time you're there.
Well, every time I'm there?
Your collective.
Every time you are there.
I'm talking about
you attract
the world.
You're asking for it. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm sure people die in Darling Harbour every day. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't think it was filmed in Australia.
No, it was not. Does it look like Australia?
It looks like Hawaii.
Okay, I think that's what they were kind of going for.
Yeah, they were.
Although they're supposed to go for Florida, so.
It looks like Florida. I've never been.
No, I think it looks like Florida.
I'm gonna say I don't think it looks like Australia. It looks like America.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think it looks a little nicer than Florida.
That's why I was thinking Hawaii.
Yeah.
I'm kind of dressed like I could be
Stop,
there.
you are.
Hello?
I should have worn like beach clothes or something. Like
We should just be in swimsuits right now.
Sunglasses on.
Pussy out.
Okay. We totally should have. You're so
absolutely
right.
should have. But that's okay.
Okay, so my real question that I have for you.
Oh, yeah.
And we talked about this
While we were watching?
little bit when we watched, but I need to know.
Yeah.
Are you more of a Barb or are you more of a Star?
So, wait. I can't remember. Because we did the quiz.
We did, yeah.
And I got one and then I felt like we should swap. Oh, wait.
Yeah,
I remember. Yes. Because I got Star and you got Barb. And I, like, wanted Star, I think, just because Kristen Wiig.
It's Kristen Wiig, and you hate Annie Mumolo, yeah.
And I actually want Annie Mumolo dad. No, I resent anyone named Annie. I just don't think it's a good name.
Oh my god, you're right. You guys have the same name.
That is why okay, the same name is crazy. But that is why I remembered that that's Kristen Wiig's name in Bridesmaids, like any character called Annie.
What if her name is Annabel Mumolo? You'll find it's not.
Yeah. Because it's a stupid nickname for the name Annabelle.
It's actually Anne-Marie.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, wait, Anne-Marie. That makes sense.
Well, yeah. No, obviously. But, like, I feel like Anne-Marie is just not that common of a name.
Yeah. I had a couple in my high school.
I had this many.
I remember I had two. But, yes. What was I saying?
You got
it was
Star.
really important. Oh yeah,
I got Barb.
Yeah, but then when we read out the descriptions, I was like, wait, we're the opposite. Like
No, truly.
You're a Star, and I'm just Barb.
Give me like a little
rundown.
Yeah, no, you're like just yeah.
Well,
rundown.
Star's like the leader.
Sexy.
Star's like really ugly.
Say that to Kristen Wiig's face.
I would never. No, Star's like the instigator. I feel like she's kind of like, this is the itinerary, this is what we're gonna do, you know? Whereas Barb's a little more like, oh no, like I think it said in the thing that she was like indecisive or something, but like friendly and goes with the flow. And I feel like I'm definitely a go with, you'll be like, this is the plan, and I'm a go with the flower.
Yeah, and then
I'm down
Barb
for anything,
is sort of
but
like
I
really
won't make
short.
a decision. Shut your mouth.
Not blonde.
Hey. Stop spreading lies.
Old as all get out.
I'm a young, blonde, 10-foot tall model, okay? And you leave me alone.
Hey, Nicole Kidman.
Me. I've always seen myself in her.
Stop. Is that where it came from? Do you just
want to be Nicole Kidman? Well, yeah.
Blonde, tall, famous.
Yes. Wait. Yeah. Oh.
You really see yourself in her?
I do, genuinely. Parallel lives we've lived.
So this movie...
But wait, which one do you see yourself in? I spoke for you.
Oh, I agree. No.
Okay,
I fully
good.
agree with what you said.
Good.
I think that you hit the nail on the head.
Thank you. I just love to
agree.
construct.
And you absolutely do.
Thank you.
So, something that Jamie Dornan has like talked about a lot.
What?
Is that he would love to do a
sequel? And I'd love to see a sequel.
And apparently he's even brought it up to Kristen Wiig and Annie Mumolo about doing one.
Yeah, come on. They left the door open.
And apparently there was like
talks.
They are not super like gung-ho about doing a sequel solely for the reason that there wasn't like widespread success about it.
I don't care.
But the thing is, it had great reviews.
Yeah, well, except for that one.
And it came out like at a time of like when COVID was sort of still affecting the
For
theater.
sure. Yeah.
So I'm thinking that like there could be like, if it was released now or like in the next year, I think that we would have the ability to like actually have that widespread success that they want.
I agree. I think the humor of it as well is like perfect for widespread success. Like, I feel like it's really what people are eating up right now.
You're right. It's in. It's
trendy. Also, they've got enough like pull to get some crazy star power in there. Cast already goes crazy, but they could make it even crazier.
They so could
for the second one, and stunt casting works.
And Jamie Dornan is down, and
that's actually, we haven't even talked about it, but like
we haven't.
We both felt the same way, that like this movie is one of the things that made us realize like, God, Jamie Dornan does not take himself seriously, and is down to clown and down for anything.
He is so down to clown. That man
invented it.
I'm sure he's a good time. I'm sure he's so much
he's
fun.
A good time. This movie made me love him.
Yeah, same.
Because I was a hater, kind of.
I was also kind of a hater because of 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, I watched them and I said, who are those woeful actors? I hate them.
They can't. And now I love them both.
I love them both. I also just thought that, like, from that, if I'd only seen that, I would have thought he took himself really seriously.
No,
Dakota Johnson less so, because I saw the whole Ellen thing and I said, okay, go crazy. Queen. But him, I was like, probably up himself, probably thinks he invented acting, probably did my stuff.
Yeah.
And absolutely not.
No, he's so fun, and he apparently improvised a bit of the filming of the music video for Edgar's Prayer.
Wait, I can see that.
Yeah, like,
I can really
see
that.
Ripping his shirt off and all that stuff. He truly was just like not. This
what
was
a
not
playful little boy.
No, truly, he loves to play.
He loves to play. He loves to take risks.
He's so good. He's so funny. He's so good in it.
That's the thing. Like, his comedic timing unmatched. Like, incredible. Yeah. But also very committed. A committed performance.
To this day, we have not gotten him in a comedic role, really.
No. And that's a travesty.
Does dramas.
Yeah, which, like, get him out of that. I mean, keep him in that. Like, he's still good.
He's actually good. It truly was just Aaron Taylor Johnson's old wife's issue
that made them both look like horrendous actors.
Like, maybe the worst actors I've ever seen. Truly.
Yeah, and it's actually like such a shame that was really their introduction into Hollywood, but also incredible. But that both of them have immediately been able to kind of like take themselves out of that, because the stigma of that could have been terrible and kind of tanked them.
They've both given such great performances in some of the movies that they've been in since.
And great interviews since.
Truly.
That they're likable, and also they've proven that they are really good actors.
Yeah. And this is truly his to me, claim to fame.
Same. Absolutely. He'll always be Edgar to me.
He is my Edgar.
My Edgar. He's my prayer.
I honestly, hate to say it, but he is the standout in this movie for me. Like, he's...
Yeah. I mean, as well, I think also just because it was unexpected.
Yes. And also...
Kristen, I know what she's bringing to the table.
That's exactly. Like, I expect what I got from Kristen with the script and with the jokes and with her performance.
Did you hear that noise? I'm so sorry.
I did. What was it?
That was my jeans ripping further. And these were supposed to be the jeans that don't have holes in them.
Oh, I thought you hit something with your knee.
No, that's me falling apart.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Sorry to sidetrack. But yeah.
But no, yes, I totally expected what I got from Kristen Wiig, and I think that Jamie just knocked it out of the park because I didn't expect it. You're right.
Yeah. And even though Annie Mumolo, I will admit I'm not super familiar. I feel like from like the get-go, I said, oh, I know what these girlies are. I know what they're bringing, you know?
No, for sure. And they have such good chemistry.
Oh, absolutely they do. Absolutely. We got to see them kiss. A blink and you miss it moment.
Truly.
But we did look and we did see.
We kept our eyes big.
Absolutely. We were detectives. We said they've surely got a kiss. And they did.
Well, they certainly did.
Beautiful performances from everyone involved. Not a bad performance in the film.
No, I agree. Where's the Oscars?
Where the hell are the Oscars?
I ask myself that every day. I ask the Academy that
I ask
every
myself
day.
the Academy.
Myself. But no, I love this movie. What did you give it out of
5 on Letterboxd? I gave it a 5 out of 5 on Letterboxd. And I stand by it and will shout it from the rooftops. I'm proud of that rating.
No, I agree.
And Ben, what did you give it on Letterboxd?
I give it a 5.
Crazy.
Out of 5.
A perfect score. A perfect film.
We should have like cards.
Like without like adjudicators for
like
gymnastics.
an ice skating rink
yeah,
or something. Yeah. We should do that.
You're right.
And we can just hold up our.
You know what? Yeah, I think we need to up the budget a little.
No, we totally need to up the budget.
Yeah, what are we doing?
I think that I'm gonna dip into my savings.
I think I'm gonna go broke.
And we're gonna get sets.
Yes, we are. I think and then maybe we'll get a set in each place.
You're right.
And we can just travel.
Well,
each time.
You know that there's that building.
Yeah, there's allegedly. Oh wait, also nomad.
Something.
Yeah. Like something that sounds like nomad.
But
it's a building and you can rent it. And also there's allegedly a podcast space being built in the lounge soon.
Oh, forgot about that. I feel like they've been saying that now.
They've been saying that, and I'd love to know more. Because I was just eavesdropping on a conversation and said, what? So I'd love to hear more. But yeah, so I think mine is in the process of being built. We'll build one in Baltimore as well and just split the time.
Perfect. I think that's what we got to do. And you know what? Like, we'll train back and forth to each other.
Exactly.
For each.
And we'll do it like one each time, which is nice.
Absolutely.
Keep it fresh.
Keep it funky.
Keep it funky and also fresh.
That's what's going to happen next week.
See you there.
Well. Why is it so awkward?
To end?
No, well, like that moment right there was like, nothing else to say.
I think it's just the sexual tension that was throughout Barb and Star Go to Vista Del Mar. We're trying to infuse into the podcast.
You're so right.
Yeah. Go watch it.
I don't have anything else to say besides go watch it.
Genuinely spread the word,
Hulu.
because if enough people watch it, then Kristen will say, all right.
Sequel.
Give that to us.
That's what we need.
That's what we need. That's what we demand. That's what we deserve.
Absolutely.
Well,
with that,
I'm feeling sick.
I'm feeling sick.
That was good. I just yelled that into the microphone because that was really good. You caught me off guard.
Thank you.
Wow. And I'm gonna see ya. See ya.
Yeah, see ya next Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.